getting something back here, Nate.
And for those of you out there dealing with some buffering issues, it's not you, it's us, I promise.
Sure what happened there? We had a fine connection.
Steady connection most of the game, and it just cut out all of a sudden.
Now we're going to have to rely on the old cell phone, so fingers crossed here, Nate.
And it might not be that good, but if it's not, folks, we've got it recorded, so we can always upload later if the quality is not up to par. Coming out of the timeout, Blue Jacket basketball. They lead it by 6. 4:25 left to play in the third quarter. Alec Holman gives it off to Aiden Faith.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody got excited at halftime and ran out the door to go get some of those ribs and unplugged the internet, or what happened there?
Tripped over the Ethernet. Coomer, his hook shot no good. Ashton Miller with the rebound for the Chieftains. Kellen Frankert steps into a three-pointer! From downtown! Kellen Frankert with 13 points for the Chieftains. He leads the way for Hopewell-Loudon. Holman kicks it down low for Holman. Now that pass off the mark as he was looking for Braden Schalk, but Schalk wasn't looking for the ball. And had a little smoke on it, Greg. A little more smoke than those New Riegel ribs. 38-35, Blue Jackets on top by 3. 3:40 left to play in the third. Ashton Miller at the logo. Now Kellen Frankert at the elbow, gives it back to Brody Brickman.
And how about this one, Nate? While I was dealing with the internet issues that we had, they just took this from a 7-point lead, and now they cut it down to 3.
That's right. And a spin move, turnaround jumper from Miller.
Now down to 1.
Cuts the lead to just 1. So Blue Jackets led by as many as 8 at one point. Now that lead trimmed down to just 1.
Nice.
Oh, Coomer had that one poked away, gets it back.
That was a nice quick little poke away there.
Blue Jackets feed it down low for Coomer. Coomer puts it off the glass, puts it in, and draws the contact. He'll go to the line for a 3-point play.
You know, Nate, we got to sit at the scorer's table at Columbia in the first game we did, and I still think we're closer here tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Right up next to the action.
Out touch these guys in play.
Best seat in the house, right?
The ref as he's running by.
Coomer unable to convert on 3-point play, but he has 19 out of the 40 points for the Blue Jackets here, leading all scorers. 2:45 left to play here in the third. Chieftains with the basketball. Ashton Miller, turn around, and we got to travel. Should have packed the suitcase first, Greg. Blue Jackets with the basketball. Quinn Allison gives it off to Alec Holman. Schalk over to Allison. Back to Schalk. Nice little move.
Oh, wow.
But a schwack from Ashton Miller sends that one.
Yeah, that's the definition of the schwack right there.
Frankert spots up another 3. No. Blue Jackets grab the rebound. Holman stops his dribble. Gives it off to Coomer. Coomer, a little up and under. And he is called for the offensive foul. 3-second violation.
I don't know what that one was. I thought the ref was bowling for a second there.
The old 3-second violation. You don't see that called very often in high school. Brickman takes the inbound. Calls out the play as he brings the ball into the forecourt. Frankert passes it to Brickman. Saw that on the football field. Miller spots up for 3. No. Rebound. Grabbed by Holman.
Almost looked like he tipped that one, the shot. When he
might have got a little finger on it. 3-point shot off the mark from Braden Schalk. Colin Smith challenging.
Oh,
That was a 4-on-1 situation. Smith should have settled that one down, waited for his team there. But he does draw the contact. He'll earn himself 2 shots from the free throw line. So Blue Jackets kind of bailed him out there, Greg, with the foul.
yeah. Not a favorable situation down there.
Colin Smith knocks down the first of 2 free throws. He's got 5 points now.
Nate, I'm looking at this mascot over here, shooting the Riegel, to the right of us. And I'm just looking at the head's hilarious, but the body, I'm like, is that like a Shaggy or a Fred costume from Scooby-Doo?
Hey, whatever works, man.
It's hilarious looking. Do we finally have another timeout here?
Timeout on the floor. Timeout's brought to you by our friends at First National Bank of Sycamore. Folks, don't forget you can submit yourself to be in the running for our Fan of the Game, brought to you by Clouse Construction. We'll reveal that in the post-game show. Also, if you got a pick for our Defensive Player of the Game, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses, drop it in the comments. You've been watching to this point, folks. Who do you think should take home the Defensive Player of the Game? Once again, brought to you by our friends at Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses. We'll bring you those in the post-game show, presented by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. That's all coming to you after the conclusion of tonight's ball game. Coming out of the timeout, Blue Jacket basketball. They trail, or they lead by 2. Coomer. Turnaround jumper's no good. And Miller grabs the rebound. Frankert.
Oh,
Now Smith with it at the elbow. Pulls it back, gives it off to Brickman. They reset.
now what do you think the tension was like before this game, Nate? You think they didn't have dinner together last night or breakfast together this morning?
All I know is Roger didn't give Jordan a ride to this one. 2-point lead for the Blue Jackets. Chieftains with the basketball inside of 10 seconds left in the third. And we have a offensive foul.
I think he said travel. I thought he said back that thing up too much there, Nate.
Travel is going to go against the Chieftains.
You seen that he kind of did a little hop backwards one too many times there.
Holman brings it into the forecourt. Off the screen, pops it for 3.
Oh.
No. That's the end of the third quarter. Your score.
Surprise, surprise.
Blue Jackets 40. Chieftains 38. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Prevent opioid and stimulant misuse in your teen sports journey. Keep all medications locked and only use them as prescribed. Talk openly about the dangers of misusing painkillers and stimulants. Work with healthcare providers to find safe alternatives for pain and focus. Protect their future. Prevent misuse. Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos. And we're back here. Blue Jackets Gymnasium, start of the fourth quarter. We got a tight one, folks. Blue Jackets lead it by 2. It's 40-38. Chieftains with the basketball. Nate Mullins, Greg the Wizard Kinn on the call with you here today. If you're watching with us, folks, do us a favor. Share the broadcast. We got an offensive foul on the Chieftains.
Yeah, and like Nate said before we went to break there, if you got a nominee for Defensive Player of the Game, I'm looking at the comments right now, so go ahead and drop it in there.
That's right. That one nearly stolen away. Holman Tries to feed it down low. It's poked away. Colin Smith drives it, puts it up, puts it in, and the foul, but no, they're going to say.
Wow. I don't know what they're going to say.
They're going to say no shot.
Wow.
How? That looked like a continuation to me, Greg.
It sure happened fast enough.
Miller takes the inbound. Chieftains settle it down here. Brickman drives, puts it up, no. But he draws the contact. Brody Brickman earns himself a trip to the free throw line.
Greg, one thing I noticed a long time ago, but have you ever noticed with high school, none of the players, none of their numbers are higher than 5. The first or the second number is not higher than 5. Did you ever notice that about high school basketball?
No, I actually have not.
Because the referees have to signal the number to the scorer's table.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
So you can have a 55, but that's about the highest number you can have.
Yeah. So he gets one of those to go there. Yeah, I've never even thought about that before, Nate. It makes total sense.
Right wing three from Holman, no. But he passes it under the basket for Coomer. Held ball.
Possession arrow is favoring the Blue Jackets, so it'll stay down here.
1 point ball game, Greg.
Boy, this is a ball game right here.
These two teams putting it all on the line.
And that's going to be a foul on Brody Brickman.
It'll be the first foul on the Chieftains. Already 3 fouls within the first minute of this fourth quarter, Greg.
Man.
Braden Schalk tried to get it in, stolen away. Brickman drives it, puts it up. No! Smith with the rebound, unable to put it back. Chieftains, Smith, Miller for 3, no!
Oh my goodness, so many missed
Coomer
opportunities.
grabs the rebound.
Oh, Nate, with this game being this close, that might come back to haunt them at the end of this one.
So many extra chances they've had tonight. Unable to take advantage, Greg. Owen Coomer, no good. Ashton Miller grabs the loose ball for the Chieftains.
Say the shot was no good there, but man, he is too good at bodying underneath that basket, just shoving guys off of him.
Brickman's shot no good. Coomer grabs the rebound.
And you're right, he's a physical presence down low.
He's like, get out of my way.
Chieftains are having a hard time matching it. Feed it down low for Coomer.
Oh
Stolen away by Smith.
Wow.
And we have they poke it away.
Yeah, I think
Chieftains get the ball back.
got it away from him, but knocked it right out of bounds there.
We've had 1 point scored in these 2 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Physical contest here tonight between these two teams. Yeah, we got a reach-in foul on the Blue Jackets. That one's going on Cameron Holman.
That'll be his third team foul coming at the 6-minute mark. They're going to have to play it safe the rest of this one, Greg.
Just a 1 point lead. Chieftains with the basketball.
This is the first of 2 matchups between these two teams. The last matchup will be the last regular season game of the year.
Oh, man.
And that'll be at Hopewell-Loudon.
That just makes the stakes even higher.
That's right.
It's like no matter who wins this one, they're going to carry that chip on their shoulder all the way to the end of the season.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Braden Schalk looking to inbound. 5:45 left here in the ball game.
Look for somewhere to go with it.
Chieftains with the full court press here. Holman brings it into the forecourt. And that's going to be,
Yep, over under. No carrying violation there on the Jackets. Blue Jackets.
Brody Brickman working on Alec Holman. Oh, nice poke away. Quinn Allison put it up, no. Chieftains grab the rebound. A lot of empty possessions here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, good job of staying in down
Smith, no good, denied by the basket, but we got a foul under the basket.
Oh, man.
And this one's going on Cameron Holman. That's his fourth.
And that's 4 here.
And the fourth team foul on the Blue Jackets comes at the 5:10 mark. Colin Smith knocks it in, ties it up, 40 apiece. Smith has 6 points here tonight.
That's pretty ice in the veins on the shot there. You hear this crowd. They're not making it easy for anybody at the foul line.
5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Colin Smith, ice water in his veins, knocks them both down.
Finally, a lead change again.
Coomer nearly lost it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what a save! What a save by the big man!
Wow. Yeah.
Heads up play.
Talk about awareness there, Nate.
Lost his balance, momentum carrying him out of bounds.
He's falling over like a tall timber and just whips that ball back in off the leg. That's good stuff.
Quinn Allison gives it off. Alec Holman with it. Holman drives it into the paint, puts it up.
Oh,
no, too strong with it. And a rebound tipped out of bounds by the Chieftains. It'll stay with the Blue Jackets. Chieftains lead it by 1 inside of 5 minutes to play. We're at 4:49 here in the fourth. Aiden Faith working on Ashton Miller, puts it up, no, gets his change, put it up and in, and draws the contact. Aiden Faith.
I was just about to mention how they got to watch their fouls and then they draw one up themselves.
Faith with 11 points. Works his way to the free throw line, looking for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
So this will be the second lead change in under a minute. Wonder how many times this one's going to go back and forth at the end here, Nate.
And Faith knocks it down. Got him to go. Three-point play. Blue Jackets lead it by 2. Frankert spots up for 3. No.
Thought he had that one.
Brickman secures the rebound,
Wow, Nate.
but just unable to get the putback to go. Boy, he skied in there for that offensive rebound.
So the Blue Jackets defenders down there just hands up in the face. So even if they aren't getting the rebounds, they're getting the big hands up there.
Aiden Faith on the right wing. Drives it, puts it up, puts it in.
There you go.
What a move by Aiden Faith.
And as you see the scoreboard start to move, I bet you can imagine why.
He's heating up.
Stand started shaking over here.
Faith with the last 5 points for the Blue Jackets.
Oh!
And there's Brody Brickman, drives the baseline, puts it up and in.
Gotta have a
Timeout called by the Chieftains. Roger Jury wants to talk things over. We'll keep it right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. Let's thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Vicek Orthodontics, Mullins Entertainment, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, First National Bank of Sycamore, Clouse Construction, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses, the Ohio Army National Guard, Feasel's Frame and Collision, and Yellowstone Landscape. All proud sponsors bringing you high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. He needs a toothbrush, Greg. That mascot needs a toothbrush.
I was surprised that Cooper had the camera on him as he was just going back and forth right there.
Blue jackets, blue teeth, blue eyes, everything blue.
And then he lifts the head up and it looks terrifying on camera.
It is terrifying. You're not supposed to do that.
Let's see Disney World, he's alive.
You're ruining the surprise. The magic is gone.
Man. Oh, it's good stuff.
Once again, thanks to our timeout sponsor, First National Bank of Sycamore. Don't forget, Defensive Player of the Game coming up in the postgame show.
Drop your vote in the comments. Who do you think should take home the Defensive Player of the Game? Brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses. Yeah. Inbound nearly stolen away. Coomer gets it down low. Holman, finger roll. Got it to go. Alec Holman.
I love Wagner being the Defensive Player of the Game sponsor, Nate, because you always, you have your player of the game, but you want to give flowers to somebody else, too.
That's right. Got to give them their flowers. I love it. Brody Brickman drives it.
Oh.
Stolen away. Blue Jackets with the steal. Holman. He might not have the points, Greg, but he's been stirring the drink all night long. Alec Holman.
I say the Jackets definitely have the momentum right now.
Aiden Faith bullies his way down low, but had that one whacked away by Ashton Miller. Kellen Frankert drives it, puts it up. No.
Oh.
Coomer swatted it away. Aiden Faith with the rebound. Down to 2:40 left here in the ball game. Jackets looking to control this one here. Work some time off the clock. 2:30 left. Faith gives it out. Schalk for three. No.
Oh.
Coomer grabbed the offensive board, had it poked away, then to get it back. Faith pulls up for three. No. Rebound tipped out. Holman grabs it, puts it up, puts it in. Alec Holman. The bank is open in New Riegel on a Friday night.
So they just went from being down one to now leading by 6, Nate. It's been quite the run for him here in the last 2 minutes or so.
Brickman had that one poked away, and the referee with the steal.
So the referee caught that one and had to take him a second to get the whistle out. And there you see the younger Jerry. He says,
Jordan's trying to
come on,
play a little chess match here.
He says, you're not in the game, man. Give him that ball back.
Brickman gives it off to Colin Smith on the right wing. Now Frankert pulls up from the elbow and knocks that one down.
So you got to get some of these ones here.
Kellen Frankert, that was wet.
Too many trips to the well come up dry down there, Nate.
Yeah, but that one was wet.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed here.
4-point game. Blue Jackets with possession. Coomer, turnaround jumper's no good.
Just the old in and out.
The little baby hook couldn't get it to go. Frankert drives, put it up, no.
Woo.
Miller had it roll off his back.
Wow.
And we have a foul on the floor. Looks like this one's going on. I think it's going on the Chieftains.
Yeah.
Brody Brickman called for the foul. That's his fourth. Third team foul. Timeout on the floor. Timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let me tell you about our friends at Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. Folks, this Valentine's Day, when you want to show your love, flowers still say it best. When you want to give them something they'll never forget, you go to Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. Family owned since 1847. They know how to help you say what words cannot express. Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse always has the best prices in roses in our area without sacrificing quality or beauty. This Valentine's Day, give flowers with a story. Shop Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, where love blooms.
So yeah, we're just under a month away, and it may seem like it's far out, but it'll be here before you know it. Better get your orders in now while you still can.
And why spend any time thinking about where to go or, oh man, there's so many places. No, there's really one place that's been here since 1847. Your staple for not just the best prices, but the best quality for flowers in the area.
And listen, if you think that your girlfriend can't tell the difference between Wagner's and the side of the road by the gas station, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, you might want to check yourself on that one for sure. Once again, Blue Jackets lead it by 4 coming out of the timeout. Aiden Faith brings it into the forecourt. And we're going to get a offensive foul on the Blue Jackets. A little bit of testiness.
So better watch how he tosses that ball there.
Kellen Frankert stops, pops, got it to go.
That's the one thing you don't want to do at the end of the game is make the refs mad at you.
That's right. 2-point ball game. Kellen Frankert has 17. Inside of a minute to play. Who wants it? Frankert with the steal. Kellen Frankert drives the baseline. Put it up. No! But he draws the foul.
Trying to match the top scorer over there.
He'll get 2 shots and a chance to tie it up with 46 seconds left.
Now we got a Blue Jacket on the court here. I think he's getting up. Yeah.
Looks like Owen Coomer will be okay.
He's already got the tissue in the nose.
he's been tussling down there, let me say. He has been a physical presence all night, but he's been taking the brunt end of the physical.
I see. I'm going to address another YouTube comment here real quick, Nate, and I was actually going to note this. They're saying that positive feedback would be a slightly wider camera angle. We usually do, but in this gym, we couldn't get back any further than when the camera is at right now. Couldn't get up any higher. This is actually the best job. I was going to say Cooper's doing a great job up there, seeing as how he's a few rows back from where we're sitting at. Doing an excellent job of being this close up.
He got them both. Kellen Frankert ties it up. 49 apiece. Timeout. Timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. What a ball game. Wow.
Yeah, you aren't kidding, Nate. We went from a 41 to 40 game, then a 46, I think, 46 to 47 to 41 game. Now we're tied up at 49, and this all happened in the last 3 minutes.
Blue Jackets at one point led by 8 here in the fourth quarter, but the Chieftains have come all the way back to tie it up at 49. They had a lead at one point, Greg, here in the fourth, but it's just been such a back and forth game between these two. Just an impressive ball game here tonight, and we are so thankful to be here to bring this one to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Another basketball game coming to you tomorrow, as tune in as we'll be live at Mohawk High School for the Seneca East Tigers taking on the Mohawk Warriors. Greg and I will be over there for that one.
First time we get a chance to take a look at these squads this season.
I think Cooper's following us again.
I think so.
It'll be the same crew once again tomorrow night. Tune in right here on Heart of Ohio Sports for more high school basketball. N10 action.
Gonna try to hold this one for the last shot here, Nate?
I think that's probably what they're going to do. At least they'll try to. 33 seconds left. Coomer.
The Chieftains do have a foul to give, I believe, right?
With the party favor hanging out of his nose and all. Cameron Holman at the logo. 18 seconds. Timeout. Timeout by the Blue Jackets. We'll keep it right here. Let's thank our sponsors one more time. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Vicek Orthodontics, Mullins Entertainment, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, First National Bank of Sycamore, Clouse Construction, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses, the Ohio Army National Guard, Feasel's Frame and Collision, and Yellowstone Landscape. All proud sponsors bringing you high school basketball tonight right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, don't forget, stick around for the post-game show presented by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We'll have our fan of the game brought to you by Clouse Construction, defensive player of the game brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, and of course our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. This New Riegel marching band has done a phenomenal job here tonight, Greg. Keeping the fans locked in and entertained all night. The house has been a-rocking.
Yeah.
We're down to the final possession. 14 seconds left.
They're providing the soundtrack to the action on the court here tonight, Nate.
Holman feeds it to Coomer. Coomer, double team, gets it, and nearly loses it. Kicks it out, Holman for three. No, but we had a foul. No, a timeout.
Wow.
Timeout by Jury.
Saw the ball on the floor there. Was trying to get the timeout, and I'm sure he probably called it.
Jordan Jury calls the timeout.
1.2 left.
And they're going to say they're probably going to add at least a couple more seconds to that clock. I'm going to say probably about 3.5 seconds on the clock. So what's the call here, Greg? Do you try to work it down low, get Coomer an opportunity? Or are you trying to find I think Aiden Faith is your hot hand right now. Coomer was hot in the first half, but he's cooled off here in the second. Aiden Faith is the guy that's really been hot here in the second half. I'm drawing up a play for number 5, coming off a screen, downhill into the lane. Try to get him a shot at the basket, as close to the basket as possible.
Well, it would be fitting, Nate, seeing as how we started this broadcast by saying, you gotta have faith.
Gotta have some faith.
So, man, I'll tell you, that would be the most fitting ending to this one.
We'll see what the call is as Jordan Jury talks it over with his team in this timeout, brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Tied up at 49 apiece, 3.5 seconds left. Boy, it was 33-28 at halftime with New Riegel on top. Blue Jackets held on to a 2-point lead at the end of the third. And now it's tied up with a chance to ice it here, or we're going to overtime. 3.5 seconds left. Braden Schalk to inbound. Holman off the inbound. Puts up the shot. No, off the front of the rim. That's the end of the ball game, the end of regulation.
Wow.
We are tied, so we're going to overtime. 4 quarters weren't enough to figure out the winner of the first battle of the juries.
I'll tell you this much though, Nate. 4 quarters is almost too long for me. I gotta go battle. I can't believe I went into overtime. They should have known better.
We're gonna step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll come back. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we're back here at Blue Jackets Gymnasium. The start of overtime, tied at 49 apiece. And the Chieftains with the first basket as Colin Smith gets the turnaround hook shot to go. Blue Jackets had an 8-point lead at one point in the fourth quarter, but the Chieftains clawed their way back to tie it up and send it to overtime here in New Riegel. Now it's too late to get my ribs order in. Stolen away. Coomer gets it back. And we have a reach-in foul.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting game here tonight, Nate. We thought we were going to get a 6:30 start. We didn't start till after 7. And then now here we are in overtime. They're trying to make us earn our dollars here tonight.
That is Kellen Frankert's fourth foul. That's something to keep an eye on here. 3:24 left in the overtime period. Aiden Faith with the ball. Faith drives it into the paint, puts it up, puts it in. Aiden Faith ties it up again. He's got 16. Kellen Frankert, put it up and in. Kellen Frankert takes over the high point score with 21 here tonight.
So what, these guys just need a breather or what, Nate? They put up more points here than they
Coomer gets his putback, no. Empty possession for the Blue Jackets. Now Colin Smith drives it, puts it up, no, but he draws the contact. And he will go to the line. Colin Smith.
Now, Nate, I'm looking up there at the scoreboard. Did the fouls not reset when you go to overtime?
No.
Okay, I was not sure about that.
No, it extends into the next period. Smith got the first one to go. Chieftains on top by 3.
Trying to hold on to this lead here and steal one on the road. Colin Smith got them both. Chieftains lead it by 4. Smith with 11 points. Quinn Allison gives it off to Holman. Now down low for Faith. Aiden Faith working on Miller. Oh, what a nice move by Aiden Faith. He's putting Miller to work on the defensive end for sure. And Miller says turnabout is fair game. Let me get that shot at the basket. 14 points for Ashton Miller. Holman off the side of the backboard. No. He thought he was fouled.
Yeah.
Stacy, Brickman, floater. No. Rebound grabbed by Schalk. That was an opportunity to go up by 6 there, Greg. Let's see if it bites him.
The momentum was rolling for him.
Oh, that should have been a travel. He got away with one there. Kick out, 3-pointer from Holman. No. Rebound grabbed by Faith. Faith puts it up. No.
Wow.
Holman with the putback. No.
What is happening?
Schalk. Loose ball. Foul on the Chieftains.
Wow.
Braden Schalk draws the foul.
He was not happy about that one, Nate.
Colin Smith called for the foul. That's his second. And now both teams in the bonus with 5 fouls. So we're shooting free throws the rest of the way for every foul.
Man, he just took no time with that one, made it look easy there.
No wasted motion.
Yeah, he was like, well, let's get rolling. Let's get this over with. Guy's got to be getting tired now.
You got to imagine he shot a few of these in the summer.
Oh.
That one off the mark. Frankert grabs the loose ball. Chieftains lead it by 3. Kellen Frankert, the high point man with 21. At the logo, working on Coomer. Frankert, floater, got it to go. Nice little finger roll floater from Kellen Frankert. On the floor.
Wow.
We got a foul on the Blue Jackets.
And with this 5-point lead here with a minute left, Nate, this Chieftain squad is just turning up the pressure.
Braden Schalk called for the foul. That's his second. Colin Smith knocks down the first of 2 free throws. He has been ice water in his veins from the free throw line. And there's the announcer's jinx right there on cue. Timeout called by Jordan Jury and the Blue Jackets. They trail it by 6. They got to draw something up in this timeout here. Try to get at least 2 points back in on the other side of the possession. But Greg, what you really want is try to get a 3-pointer here. Get this back to a 1-possession ball game.
Yeah, because the time is no longer on your side.
Exactly. Once again, both of these teams searching for their 5th win of the season and their 3rd conference win, as both teams come in with 2 conference wins and 4 wins overall on the year. New Riegel looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. But these Chieftains...
I mean, so far in this one, you might as well put a mirror at half court and just watch them play themselves.
Right, absolutely. Inbound. Goes to Faith. 50 seconds left. Cameron Holman. Quinn Allison pulls up from 3. No. Rebound grabbed by Smith.
That was the one they needed right there.
They definitely needed that one. Miller. Cross-court Frankert. Off the glass. Put it up and in. Kellen Frankert with 25 points here tonight. Cameron Holman. Gives it off to Faith. Now Holman Alec Homan drives, put it up, no. Tipped out, last touch by the Blue Jackets.
I tell you, what I'm seeing in the story of this one so far, Nate, is that the Chieftains, somehow they dug down deep and found something here in that overtime.
Absolutely, Greg.
Something we really didn't see almost the entire game.
Well, we started to see it towards the end of that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
When they were down by 8.
When you thought they were out of gas, they said, no, we still got some reserves here.
Roger Jury called a timeout when they were down by 8, and he must have lit a spark under these kids. Because, man, they've been playing different ever since, Greg, especially on the defensive end.
Stealing the ball, getting the rebounds. They're all over it, man.
Ashton Miller knocks down the first of 2 free throws.
And right there,
Blue Jackets on top by 9 now.
I'd say there's the story of 2 body languages there.
Makes it a 10-point lead for the Chieftains. Allison pulls up from 3. No, in and out. Faith grabs the rebound. 7 seconds left. Puts it off the glass, puts it in with the left hand. He's got 20 points here.
Oh, nice steal there, but it's a little too late, Nate.
Poke away. Last touch by the Chieftains. You got 0.8 seconds, enough time to maybe get a catch and release, but that's about it.
I mean, like we talked about, you said this is just the first of 2 matchups this season, and the chip on the shoulder.
He got the shot off, but it's no good. That's the end of the ball game. Your score, Chieftains 64, Blue Jackets 56. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back with the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We'll have our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Our defensive player of the game presented by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. And our fan of the game brought to you by Clouse Construction. It's coming up next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. More than just a game, this is Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports.
but we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
My stomach is messed up.
The game's almost over. Can't you wait?
No, I gotta go right now.
Wow, really?
Swung on, hit the center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone. A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2
Needed
pitch.
that.
Smokes it to dead center. That's
Oh,
by at least
man, are you
360.
kidding me? It happens. Never miss a moment.
Heart of Ohio Sports. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
I've been watching your game on Heart of Ohio Sports.
And we're back here with the postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your final score, Hopewell-Loudon 64, New Riegel 56. The first of many to come, the battle of the juries.
The Battle of Bullfrog Road, right?
Battle of Bullfrog Road between these two rivals, as both teams will be in the N10. I forgot New Riegel is one of those schools that's making the jump over the N10, so they'll get to play each other still next year. But once again, big win for the Chieftains, as this was a 49-49 tie at the end of regulation, but the Chieftains came out.
Yeah, we had a
man,
comment. The comment said they were down by 8 and then come back to win by 8. What a game.
It's just remarkable what they were able to do at the end of this one, because, you know, you're talking about this environment. Everybody here, so many people in this gym, Greg. This was a packed house. I mean, you can say packed house, but this, I mean, there was nowhere else to put anybody. They were people standing around the perimeter here. And for the Chieftains to come in here, weather the storm, being down by 8 at the end of regulation, claw their way back to tie it up and then take it to overtime, get the stop on that last possession in regulation to send it to overtime.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much that went into this for Hopewell to get this win. So maybe this is them kind of getting this momentum that they need. Now they're sitting at 5-5. They've righted the ship. They're 500 on the season. More importantly, in conference play now, this puts them over the 500 mark. They're at 3-2, and they have won 3 out of their last 4.
Yeah, they're heading in the right direction now.
After the slow start, Greg, it's to be expected with football having the late run that they did. Some of these guys getting a late start, you know. Obviously, Kellen Frankert, Brody Brickman, some of these guys, familiar faces from the football season. But they have to get basketball legs, Greg. Football shape is different than basketball shape. You might say, well, they've been playing the whole time. How's it? They should be in perfect shape. Well, that's not the same.
2 different kinds of stamina there.
Yeah.
It's actually funny, Nate. I thought to myself earlier, I was looking at the refs, and I thought, I wonder if it's easier to be a basketball ref since the court is not nearly as long as a football field. But you got to take it into account. I would like to see side by side how many steps a football ref takes during a game versus a basketball ref takes during a game. Because, like, obviously different playing fields, but different pace of game also.
I was going to say how many steps, and then also how much running they do.
Yeah.
Like, how much of those steps are running and how much of them are just jogging.
Because, like, I know just from experience of calling the games with you, partner, that basketball moves 10 times faster than football moves.
Yeah.
But now we got to get to our awards here, as we've got some awards to give away. First, we'll start with our fan of the game, brought to you by our friends at Clouse Construction.
Let's start with the defensive player of the game.
Okay, we'll start with the defensive player of the game. There we go.
Here we go.
Greg's a producer. He can tell me which one we start with. Our defensive player of the game tonight, we're going to give it to the guy we spotlighted in this one, Ashton Miller, as he had 16 points tonight on the offensive end. That was his season average. That's what he's averaging on the season so far. But defensively tonight, he made things difficult for everybody in front of him. Now, Aiden Faith had a couple of good possessions against him at the end of the game, but I will say Ashton Miller made things difficult for everybody on the court. Anytime he faced off against somebody on the defensive end, he was a mismatch.
Yeah, and it was a tough one to pick out in this kind of game, because when you have a, down to the wire, tied almost every inning kind of game, the defense, it comes from everybody. But yeah, you got to have your guys that step up, and those are the guys that keep the other team from getting on those 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-point runs and keep the game close so that you can get into situations such as overtime and coming back.
Yeah. So once again, our defensive player of the game for the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, Ashton Miller, takes home our award, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses. Congratulations to Ashton Miller. Outstanding performance by everyone here tonight. We had a couple of 20-point scorers here tonight.
Yeah.
As Aiden Faith put in 20 for the Blue Jackets. Owen Coomer just under 20.
Yeah,
he had 19. And then you had 16 from Ashton Miller. But the high point man tonight was Kellen Frankert with those 25 points leading the way. But now we have to talk about our fan of the game, brought to you by our friends at Clouse Construction. For tonight, what's up, big guy? How you doing? Good. Tonight, our fan of the game, we had another ESPN table here tonight, Greg.
I was going to say, Nate,
it was so hard not to give it to these guys.
I was going to bring it up earlier, but like we just talked about, the pacing of the game just very fast. But I was going to say, when we came into the gymnasium tonight, it was kind of nice being recognized by another prestigious company such as ESPN.
That's right.
I walked in, they said, "Hey, it's the Who's Crew." I was like, "Oh, I'm right back at you, ESPN." Now, I'm not familiar with these guys per se, but
hey, you got to get your feet wet somewhere, and these guys, hey, they're getting it done. They're making a name for themselves over here in New Riegel, and it's good to see these guys putting their names and their faces out there for everybody to see. Once again, our fan of the game, brought to you by our friends at Clouse Construction.
And it's nice to see that there's still a desire to do this sort of thing.
Oh, absolutely.
We're not ESPN, but you might as well be doing the same thing here. So
that's right. And now we have our player of the game, but we're still waiting on him to make his way over to the table so we can get an interview with him. Cooper was trying to track him down here, but
so it might be kind of hard. They might have.
I'm thinking this might be a little hard to do here.
Since they're not at home, they might have went ahead and got the victory and started packing up to get out of here.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if
I don't even see Cooper anywhere right now.
No, he's over there mingling. He's a Hopewell guy. He's doing the Connor thing,
Oh, yes.
Over there shaking hands and kissing babies. But once again, our player of the game, brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Tonight, it goes to Kellen Frankert with 25 points, leading the way for all scorers. Phenomenal game tonight from the junior.
Yeah, because he really turned it on there at the end, Nate, because he wasn't leading the way of all scorers till the end of the game. And then he just took it and ran with it.
The second half was really where he turned it on, as I believe he was right around 10 points at halftime, but boy, that second half, he poured it on and gave the team exactly what they needed to come away with a win on the road against a tough New Riegel team that, Greg, they brought everything. They brought the house, they brought the fans, they brought, everything but the water tower.
Yeah. And we talked about it during the game, some of those missed opportunities, and we said those were going to come back to bite you. And it didn't cost them the game in regulation, but it sent them into overtime, which eventually cost them the game.
That's right. Well, Greg, should we wait for Cooper, or should we just go ahead and close it out?
I'll tell you what, I think this gym's getting pretty empty. I bet some players are ready to go home and have themselves a nice Friday night.
We'll get a picture with our player of the game, Kellen Frankert. We'll get a picture. We'll get it posted here. But I think that's going to do it for us here tonight. I want to thank Cooper Snyder for doing a phenomenal job on camera here tonight. And, of course, thanks to the wizard, Greg Kinn, for keeping us locked in, making us look good. Also, thanks to our post-game show sponsor, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, as well as our player of the game sponsor, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. They'll be providing a $25 gift card to our player of the game, Kellen Frankert. And once again, thanks to all of you for tuning in. If you've made it this far, do us a favor, help us out, share the broadcast. It takes 2 clicks, and you help us more than you even know. If you want to help us out, that's how you do it. Just share the video with your friends. Once again, thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Final score, Hopewell-Loudon 64, New Riegel 56. This one took overtime to decide the winner of the Battle of Bullfrog Road and the first battle of the juries. But once again, the first one goes to the experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what you would have expected to happen. That's the way it should have played out, in my mind anyways. But congratulations to Roger Jury on getting to go home and rub it in a little bit for at least till the end of the season.
Let's take a moment, thank our sponsors, and we'll wrap it up and get out of here. Once again, thanks to Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Vicek Orthodontics, Mullins Entertainment, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, First National Bank of Sycamore, Clouse Construction, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses, the Ohio Army National Guard, Feasel's Frame and Collision, and Yellowstone Landscape. All proud sponsors, bringing you high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
I think we made the right call there, partner. I just seen the deputies over here saying, all right, let's get up, round up, and get out of here.
Hey, you ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here, folks. All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks once again to Cooper Snyder and Greg the Wizard Kinn. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. That's going to do it, folks. Have a great night, everybody. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports.